Be me, 29M, junior conservator at a university archive. The job is in the sub-basement. 3 floors down, no cell service, no windows, just rows of metal shelves and humidity-controlled air. The HVAC system hums at a specific frequency. It is a white noise that erases the outside world. I like it here. People are loud. Paper is quiet. My station is in the back corner. A large maple table, scarred from years of X-Acto knives, a heavy iron press, jars of wheat starch paste, Japanese tissue paper. I spend 8 hours a day fixing things that are falling apart. It is precise work. It requires steady hands. It requires silence. My life is a grid. Wake up at 6 a.m. Coffee. Black. Walk to the bus stop. Listen to the same instrumental playlist. Arrive at the library at 7:45 a.m. Swipe badge. Descend into the earth. Put on the white cotton gloves. Begin. It is September. The semester has started upstairs. I can hear the thumping of footsteps on the floor above. The students are back. Chaos returns to the surface. Down here, nothing changes. Until Tuesday, the head archivist, Mrs. Gable, walks in. She is followed by someone. A girl, maybe 24 or 25. Messy bun. Oversized knit sweater that looks like it's unraveling. Carrying a tote bag that is overflowing with books. She looks like she slept in a pile of leaves. Mrs. Gable stops at my desk. "This is Sarah," she says. "She's the new digitization fellow. She'll be working on the map collection." I nod. I don't like new people. New people touch things. New people bring dust. Sarah smiles. It is a big, chaotic smile. "Hi," she says. I promise I'll be quiet. Her voice is a little too loud for the acoustics. It bounces off the metal shelves. I cringe internally. "Welcome," I say. My voice is rusty. I haven't used it since ordering coffee 3 hours ago. Mrs. Gable points to the desk across from mine. It has been empty for 2 years. "You can set up there," Gable says. Sarah drops her bag on the table. It makes a heavy thud. A cloud of dust motes dances in the fluorescent light. I look at the dust. I look at my wheat paste. I look at Sarah. She is already unpacking. A laptop covered in stickers. A water bottle that is distinctively dented. A potted succulent that looks half dead. "I'm going to save him," she whispers to the plant. I go back to my work. I am repairing a 19th century botanical ledger. The spine is cracked. The glue has crystallized. It requires focus. 10 minutes pass. Silence returns. I relax. Then, a sound. Click, 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 click. She is clicking a pen. Rhythmically, unconsciously. My eye twitches. I try to ignore it. Click, click. It stops. I exhale. Tap, tap, tap. Now she is drumming her fingers on the desk. I put down my bone folder. I look up. She is staring at a map of coastline from 1850. She has headphones on. She is bobbing her head slightly. She doesn't realize she is tapping. I clear my throat. Nothing. I stand up. I walk over to her desk. I tap the table. She jumps. She pulls off the headphones. "Oh, sorry. Did you need something?" The tapping. I say. It vibrates the table. I point to the floor. The floorboards are connected. It shakes my microscope. This is a lie. The floor is concrete, but I need it to stop. Her eyes go wide. "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize." She looks genuinely horrified. "It's fine," I say. "Just careful." I go back to my seat. The tapping stops. The room is quiet again. But the air feels different. It feels occupied. 2 weeks pass. We exist in the same space. We rarely speak. Routine adjusts. She arrives at 8:30 a.m. She is always late. She rushes in, cheeks flushed, hair windblown. "Bus trouble," she whispers to the air. I don't look up. I am cleaning mold off a deed from 1790. She smells like rain and vanilla cheap shampoo. It cuts through the smell of old paper. It is distracting, but not unpleasant. I notice her habits. She drinks tea, not coffee. Earl Grey. She uses a mug that is shaped like a cat. The cat's ear is chipped. She hums when she finds something interesting on a map. A low, vibrating hum. It is quiet enough that I don't complain. Sometimes I catch myself waiting for the hum, just to know she is there. One Tuesday, it is raining. A heavy, autumnal downpour. The sub-basement feels colder than usual. I am freezing. I wear a thick wool cardigan. Sarah is wearing a thin blouse. She is shivering. I can hear her teeth chattering softly. It is rhythmic, like the pen clicking. I try to ignore it. I fail. I stand up. I walk to the locker in the corner. I take out a spare hoodie. It is gray, generic. I walk to her desk. I hold it out. Here, I say. She looks up. Her lips are a little blue. Oh no, I'm okay. I don't want to bother you. You're shaking, I say. It's shaking the table. Another lie. She smiles. It's a smaller smile than the first day. Okay, thanks. She takes the hoodie. She puts it on. It swallows her. The sleeves go past her hands. She pulls her knees up to her chest in the chair. She looks like a fabric ball. It smells like cedar, she says. Mothballs, I correct. No cedar. It's nice. I go back to work. The shivering stops. The room feels warmer. I don't know why. November arrives. The days are getting shorter. It is dark when I arrive. It is dark when I leave. We are moles. The workload increases. A donor has given a massive collection of Civil War letters. They are fragile. I am stressed. Sarah is scanning maps at a furious pace. Her scanner makes a whir clunk sound every 30 seconds. Whir clunk, whir clunk. It becomes the heartbeat of the room. Lunchtime usually means I go to the break room upstairs. I eat a sandwich. I read a book, alone. Sarah usually eats at her desk, hiding granola bars in her drawer. This is against protocol. No food near the artifacts. I have never reported her. One day, I don't go upstairs. It is snowing outside. I don't want to deal with the wet floors in the lobby. I stay at my desk. I take out a thermos of soup. Sarah is at her desk. She is staring at a map. She looks frustrated. She sighs. A long, heavy exhale. I open my thermos. The smell of tomato bisque fills the space. She turns around. That smells amazing, she says. It's soup, I say. I have a protein bar. It tastes like chalk. She holds up a foil wrapper. I look at the wrapper. I look at my thermos. I have a second cup. I always bring a second cup, just in case the first one gets dirty. I pour half the soup into the cup. I walk over and put it on her desk, far away from the map. Don't spill it on the coastline, I say. She looks at the cup, then at me. Her eyes are very green. Under the fluorescent lights, they look like sea glass. You're saving my life, she says. It's just soup. It's life-saving soup. She takes a sip. She closes her eyes. Oh my God. We eat in silence, but it is a companionable silence, not the empty silence of before. When we finish, she washes the cup in the utility sink. She leaves it on my desk. Inside, there is a small origami crane made from a Post-it note. I look at the crane. I put it in my top drawer, next to my spare blades. December. Finals week. The library is open 24 hours. We don't have to stay late, but we do. The deadline for the digitization grant is approaching. It is 8 p.m. on a Friday. The building is quiet. Even the HVAC seems to have slowed down. I am sewing a binding. Needle. Thread. Loop. Pull. Needle. Thread. Loop. Pull. Sarah is scanning. Whir clunk. Suddenly, the whirring stops. A loud groan. No, 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 no. I look up. Sarah is hitting the side of the scanner. Don't hit percussive maintenance, I say. It jammed. It ate the map. It ate the Cape Cod survey. Panic in her voice. Real panic. I put down my needle. I walk over. Move. She rolls her chair back. I inspect the machine. The paper is caught in the roller. It is old paper. Brittle. If I pull, it tears. Is it ruined? She asks. Her voice is small. She is biting her thumbnail. Pass me my micro spatula, I say. She runs to my desk. She comes back with the tool. I slide the metal shim between the roller and the paper. I work slowly, millimeter by millimeter. I can feel her hovering. I can feel her body heat. She is standing right behind my shoulder, looking down. Her breathing is ragged. Breathe, I say. I can't. I'm going to get fired. You won't get fired. Gable likes you. She likes you. She thinks I'm a chaos agent. You are a chaos agent. See? I gently lift the roller. The paper slides free. It is crinkled at the edge, but not torn. I pull it out. There. She lets out a sound that is half laugh, half sob. Oh, thank you. Thank you. She impulsively grabs my arm, squeezes it. Her hands are warm. My arm burns where she touches it. Through the wool sweater, she realizes what she did. She pulls back quickly. Sorry. Boundaries. I know. It's fine, I say. I stare at the map. I flatten the crinkled edge with the spatula. It needs to be humidified and flattened. I can do it tomorrow. You don't have to. I know. I go back to my desk. My heart is beating fast. Harder than usual. Must be the stress of the repair. I tell myself that. Christmas break approaches. The campus empties out. The library closes for 2 weeks. On the last day, Sarah is packing her bag. She is going home to Ohio. She wears a red scarf. She looks festive. I am staying here. I have a backlog of work. I will come in on the unauthorized days. Security knows me. They let me in. She stops at my desk. So, 2 weeks, she says. Yes, 2 weeks. Are you going anywhere? No. Just staying here with the books? The books don't take holidays, she laughs. You're ridiculous. She reaches into her bag. She pulls out a small package wrapped in brown paper. She puts it on my desk. Merry Christmas, archivist. She never uses my name, just archivist. I freeze. I didn't get her anything. I don't do gifts. I didn't. It's fine, she says. I saw it and thought of you. No pressure. She shoulders her bag. Try not to miss me too much. She waves. She walks to the heavy steel door. She pushes it open. See you next year. The door clicks shut. The silence rushes back in. It hits me like a physical weight. It is heavier than before. I look at the package. I open it carefully, avoiding tearing the paper. It is a mug. Handmade ceramic. Matte black. Heavy. It has a thumb rest that fits perfectly. It is a serious mug. A quiet mug. At the bottom, there is a note. For the coffee. Black. S.I. Hold the mug. It is cold. I sit in the empty room. The HVAC hums. It sounds lonely. The 2 weeks are a blur. I come in every day. I work. I use the black mug. I look at her empty desk. The succulent is looking brown. I water it. I move it under my desk lamp for a few hours a day. I talk to it. Don't die, I tell it. She'll be sad. I feel foolish. I am talking to a plant. I miss the clicking pen. I miss the work clunk. I realize my routine was not just the work, it was the interruption of the work. January. She returns. She looks tired, dark circles under her eyes. Family drama? I ask. She dumps her bag. You have no idea. My mom thinks I'm wasting my life looking at old maps. You're preserving history. That's what I said. She said history doesn't pay for dental. She sees the succulent. It is green and perky. She looks at it. She looks at me. Did you? It looked thirsty. She smiles. A real smile. Soft. Thank you. It's just a plant. I know. She sees the black mug on my desk. It has coffee in it. She doesn't say anything, but she looks pleased. Routine resumes, but the distance is shorter. We start taking breaks together, not upstairs. We sit on the floor in the stacks. Row 42, the oversized folios. We sit with our backs against the metal shelving. She drinks tea. I drink coffee. We talk about the collection. Do you think the guy who wrote this diary knew anyone would read it 200 years later? She asks. She is holding a Civil War soldier's journal. No, I say. He was just trying to stay sane. It's sad, she says. He talks about his wife so much, Mary. He wonders if she's looking at the moon. She leans her head back against the shelf. I wonder if anyone will read my texts in 200 years. Digital rot, I say. They'll be gone in 20. You're such a pessimist. I'm a realist. Paper lasts. Data dies. She bumps her shoulder against mine. Gently. Well, I'm glad we have the paper then. We sit there for a long time, just breathing. The air smells like dust and old leather and vanilla. February. A blizzard hits the city. The university closes early. An announcement comes over the PA system. All personnel must evacuate by 4 p.m. It is 3:45 p.m. We pack up. We walk up the 3 flights of stairs. The lobby is empty. The security guard waves us out. Outside, it is whiteout conditions. The wind is howling. My bus isn't running, Sarah says. She is looking at her phone. Cancelled. All routes. She looks around. She looks cold. I have a car. An old Volvo. It is a tank. It can handle the snow. I can drive you, I say. She looks at me. You live on the north side. I'm on the south. It's the opposite way. It's fine. The Volvo has snow tires. Are you sure? Get in. We walk to the parking garage. The car is freezing. I start it up. The heater blasts cold air for 5 minutes. We sit, shivering. She rubs her hands together. I reach into the back seat. I pull out a blanket. It is an emergency blanket. Plaid. Wool. I hand it to her. You are overly prepared for everything, she says. She wraps herself in it. Preparation prevents poor performance. You sound like a manual. I read a lot of manuals. I drive. The city is a ghost town. The snow swirls in the headlights. It is quiet inside the car. Intimate. The instrumental playlist is playing softly. Is this Chopin? She asks. Satie. It's sad. It's peaceful. She looks out the window. Thank you for this. Really, it's logical. You would freeze at the bus stop. Always logical. She turns to look at me. The streetlights cast shadows across her face. She looks serious. Do you ever do anything just because you feel like it? Not because it's logical. I grip the steering wheel. I don't know. I think you do, she says. I think you just pretend it's logic. We arrive at her apartment building. It is a brick walk-up. I idle at the curb. Well, she says. She hands me the blanket. Our fingers brush. A static shock zaps us both. Zap. We both jump. She laughs. Sparks, she says. I stare at her. I don't know what to say. Drive safe, archivist. She opens the door. The wind rushes in. She runs to the lobby door. She turns and waves. I wait until she is inside. Then I drive home. The car feels empty. The Satie song ends. Silence returns. I touch the spot on my hand where the shock happened. It still tingles. March. The thaw. The basement feels damp. We run the dehumidifiers on high. The noise is annoying. We have to talk louder. We stand closer to hear each other. One afternoon, I am teaching her how to make a phase box, a protective enclosure for a fragile book. We are at my table. I am showing her how to measure the cardstock. Measure twice, cut once. I say, I know. She is holding the bone folder. Her hand is next to mine. She is concentrating. Her tongue is poking out the corner of her mouth slightly. I stop looking at the box. I look at her. The stray hairs escaping her bun. The curve of her neck, the way her eyelashes flutter. I feel a physical ache in my chest. It is a sharp, sudden pressure, like a book being pressed too tight in a binding. I realize something. This is not annoyance. This is not tolerance. This is gravity. She looks up, catches me staring. She freezes. What? Did I do it wrong? I blink. I look back at the box. No, the crease is crooked. Fix it. My voice is harsh, harsher than I intended. She flinches slightly. Okay, sorry. She fixes it. She moves back to her desk. The air is tense. I feel like an idiot. I ruined the moment. I don't know how to fix people. Only paper. April. Her fellowship is ending in May. The clock is ticking. I try not to think about it. I focus on the work. But the silence is different now. It is heavy with things unsaid. She is quieter too. Less humming, less tapping. She seems sad. One day, she brings in donuts. For the home stretch, she says. She puts the box on my desk. I'm going to miss this place. She looks around the windowless bunker. I'm going to miss the mold smell. No, you won't, I say. I will. And I'll miss the quiet. She looks at me. I'll miss you. The words hang in the air, suspended like dust. I hold my breath. Say it. Say, I'll miss you too. Say, don't go. Say, stay. I open my mouth. You'll find a better job, I say. With Windows. She looks at me. Her expression falls. Disappointment. Yeah, Windows. That's the dream. She turns away. I hate myself. I am a coward. May. The last week. She is packing up her desk. The stickers are gone. The succulent is in a box. The desk looks empty again. It looks like a tombstone. I can't watch. I busy myself in the storage room, organizing acid-free folders, counting inventory, hiding. It is 4:55 p.m. on her last Friday. I come out of the storage room. She is standing by the door, waiting. I didn't want to leave without saying goodbye, she says. I walk over. My hands are in my pockets, clenched into fists. Good luck, I say. Thanks. She shifts her weight. So, this is it. Yes. You know, she says, looking at her shoes. I waited. For what? For you to ask me to stay, or ask for my number, or anything. My heart stops. It's okay, she says. She looks up, she smiles, but it doesn't reach her eyes. You like your grid. You like your silence. I get it. She reaches out, touches my arm one last time. Take care of the books, archivist. She turns. She pushes the heavy steel door open. She walks out. The door begins to close. The hydraulic arm hisses. Hiss, click. She is gone. I stand there, alone. The silence rushes back. It is absolute. It is perfect. It is terrifying. I look at her empty desk. I look at my station. The grid is restored. Everything is in its place. I sit down. I pick up my bone folder. I pick up the botanical ledger. I try to work. My hands are shaking. I can't focus. The silence is too loud. It rings in my ears. I look at the black mug. I look at the drawer where the paper crane is. I open the drawer. There are 5 cranes now. She left one every time I gave her soup. I line them up on the desk. A little paper flock. I realize something. The grid is a cage, and I locked myself in. I stand up. I run to the door. I push it open. I run up the stairs, taking them 2 at a time. My lungs burn. I burst into the lobby. It is crowded with students. Noise, chaos, life. I scan the crowd. Looking for the messy bun, the oversized sweater, I run to the glass doors. I look out at the bus stop. There is a bus pulling away. I watch it go. Is she on it? I don't know. I stand there panting. People are staring. The creepy basement guy is out of his hole. I don't care. I pull out my phone. I have never used it for work. I search the staff directory before her email is deactivated. Found it. I stare at the screen. What do I say? I am not a poet. I am an archivist. I fix broken things. I type. Subject. The map. Body. The silence is wrong without the clicking. I don't want the grid. I want the noise. I have a car. It has snow tires. If you want to get coffee, not black, please. Send. I stare at the phone. I wait. 1 minute. 2 minutes. My phone buzzes. A text. From a number I don't know, but I know the voice. I missed the bus. Turn around. I turn. She is sitting on a bench near the circulation desk. Her bag is on her lap. She is holding her phone. She is smiling. It is the big, chaotic smile. I walk over. My legs feel weak. I stop in front of her. You missed the bus, I say. I let it go, she says. She stands up. You ran, she says. You're out of breath. Illogical use of energy. Totally. She steps closer. She smells like rain and vanilla. So, she says, coffee? Coffee. Now? Now. What about the books? They can wait, I say. They have forever. She takes my hand. Her palm is warm. No shock this time. Just connection. We walk out the glass doors, into the noise, into the sun. It is too bright. It is too loud. It is perfect. Be me. 29M. Still an archivist, but now I like the noise.